Russia is to toughen its child sex laws this month to automatically jail repeat pedophiles for life in harsh polar prisons. Monsters who sexually abuse children should serve their sentences in hard labor penal colonies in the Arctic, where they could be forced to work in Siberian mines, the country's parliamentary speaker said. The new legislation is being pushed through after a horrific case this week of a girl, 5, who was abducted by a recidivist pedophile and his lover, then raped and stabbed to death. Veronika Nikolaeva had been playing near her mother's workplace in Kostroma, and a video showed how she was snatched before being abused. The helpless girl struggled and fought back, but passers-by did not pay attention to her distress, and the men took her to their hostel. Her corpse was later found in a duffel bag as the suspects, named Denis Gerasimov, 44, and Vadim Bielyakov, 24, planned to dispose of her body. Both men confessed on video to her murder. Parliamentary Speaker Vyacheslav Volodin, a close ally of Vladimir Putin, said the terrible tragedy of Veronika's abuse and death showed the urgency of toughening laws. One of the detained men turned out to be a formerly convicted pedophile, he said. Let's do everything for the law on life sentences for pedophiles to be adopted in January. He backed calls for even tougher measures by sending all pedophiles to polar regions to serve their sentence. Those convicted for such crimes should serve life sentences in the harshest conditions, in the extreme north of Russia, or in mines. These BS should undergo the hardest labor, so they remember the crimes they committed every day, and regret them. They cannot be called human, he said. Alexander Kinstein, an influential MP in the main pro-Putin United Russia Party, said, "It is necessary to adopt our bill on life punishment for pedophile rapists as soon as possible." All sex attackers released from jail should wear electronic tags, he said. Maria Lvova-Belova, Putin's commissioner for children's rights, warned that sex attacks on children and adolescents have risen 79% in the past 8 years. In this week's case, Gerasimov had been released from a sex crime conviction in March. As the girl's body was removed from the suspect's hostel, a mob of locals demanded to be allowed to lynch the suspects. The suspects are understood to have been in a long-term relationship since the younger man was underage. The men told interrogators that the crime was spontaneous, it was reported. The younger one suggested that his partner catch the girl and make fun of her. The video shows one suspect carrying the kidnapped girl down snowy streets, while the other walks alongside. When police raided the room shared by the suspects in a hostel, they found the girl's body hidden in a duffel bag, say law enforcement sources. The girl had been raped before she was killed. Local news said that as soon as the information was made public, a mob formed. Immediately after the information about the detention of the suspects appeared, local residents gathered by the hostel, where the child's body was found, reported 112 news outlet. They demanded the suspected murderers should be handed over and wanted to lynch them. A video shows the girl's body being carried into a police vehicle. A social media post said, "This case shows again that the surveillance system for pedophiles does not work and gives them the opportunity to commit crimes again."